everything is second coated. Caps, corners, flats, seams, cross butts, screws. So typically when I come on a job for the third coat, I'm going to evaluate how it dried. I'm going to look at it. We're not perfect. We're human beings. We discussed in the past the pockmarks. The pockmarks were a big thing. And what the pockmarks are is they leave little fish eyes in the seams. We did our best to achieve no pockmarks, no fish eyes, okay? I did notice a couple in the cap up here, which we're gonna address. I got a little gouge in there. Hey, listen, man, I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Anybody that tells you they are, you can tell them to go pissed, okay? I had to. Anyway, consistency of the compound, okay? Or the mud, for all you mud lovers out there, right? We went through that in the first video. The third coat is more or less put it on, take it off. The consistency of the compound is going to be a lot thinner than the second coat. And we went over that. So you're gonna have to go back and look at that. I also want to reiterate the fact that because we're putting it on and taking it off, it is a thin coat, it dries very fast, okay? It's very warm out today where we are in the lovely Northeast. It's a little humid. Drying conditions are going to be a little different, but I'm still going to be pretty confident that we're going to put it on, take it off, and it's going to dry relatively quick. And why I'm saying that to you is typically what I do before I start any kind of brush down sanding to get ready for the third coat, I'll typically take a little bit of compound on my hawk and I'll walk through the job site. Okay, it's very, very quickly. If I do see any pockmarks, I'll look. Here I left a line on either side. What I do is I string these lines. Okay, I put it on and I take it off. This is before I sand. This is before I start doing the third coat. We hit any imperfections. Again, it's a light coat. It's going to dry fast. I'm okay with that. Are we going to pick up any of these pockmarks that's on this seam? Okay, this seam here, I'm seeing a little bit of pockmark here, all right? What I like to do is, I like to strike the pockmarks first, if there is any, as so, okay? Now you're gonna watch that dry relatively quickly, okay? This seam, for whatever reason, maybe I was lazy, maybe I didn't do a good job, we got pockmarks. We're gonna fill those in, okay? And why I keep emphasizing this, if you don't fill the pockmarks, the holes, the gouges, what happens is when you sand, those holes fill with dust, okay? The dust from the dried sanded compound gets into the holes, gets into the pockmarks, and it sits in there, okay? Which means one of two things. You then have to go through the job site with a damp rag and literally towel off all of your seams and all of your compound to get that dust out of there. Because if you don't, when you put your third coat on, wherever that dust is in there, the compound is going to grab the dust. It's not going to grab the actual surface. What that leads to is that it doesn't grab, it pulls out, and now you get these little tiny, fine pin marks in the seams, okay? It's going to happen where the application is slightly heavier on your seams and your cross butts and sometimes in your caps and corners, but not likely. There's a few spots here I saw that had some pockmarks. Again, I'm okay with doing this. I'm fine. Fill that pockmark. If you see a couple lines you left, just hit them. Go around and hit them. This is going to save you a ton of time, ton of effort later on. You don't have to sand the crap out of it.